နိုင်စွမ်းကတော့ဘယ်လိုဟာသရင်ဟာကြည့်မယ်ဟာ
ရပြီစရင်တက်ပြီကြည့်လိုက် YouTube မှာကြည့်လိုက်တက်ပြီလား
YouTube မှာမကြည့်ဘူးခင်ဗျာ Discord ပဲဆွနေ
မဟုတ်ဘူးလေ
ကြည့်ပေးမယ် YouTube က YouTube ဟာကြည့်ပေးမယ်ကြည့်ပေးမယ်ကိုမေကိုလို့
The Brody was rising
လမ်းမှာ
yesterday.
ခွေ
I don't think
တော့မှ
we've seen it as
တက်
much
ပြီ
as the Melissa, but there are
ငါဆဲနိုင်ကြီးကြဲကြီးပဲ
here and there.
ခင်ဗျာငါလုံးမခွေးလွတ်ဆဲဘယ်သူကလာကြည့်မှာ
ငါတန်ရောကျဲ
အမဲရောင်ကြီးပဲပေါ်တယ်ဆွေးကြီးက
ဟုတ်
Flash
ဟုတ်
Submarine ဖြစ်
အခု
နေ
ပေါ်
တယ်
ကြည့်လိုက်
Enough. I think you're going to have to fight a little harder for it, especially if you want to
Formula.
take down the MSC 24 champions and the back-to-back finalists in 25. The Selangor Red Giants go up against GK Esports. Somebody's life is on the line and someone's going home. Let's get it started.
Oh, hold on, man.
မရသေးဘူး
ရပြီ
မရပါ
To the
ဘူး
fourth day of MSC at
Hola,
EWC 2026.
Hola.
It's Rose and Milosh here
Yeah,
again
Bobby.
for another day. Now, guys,
Hola,
yesterday
babe,
we
yeah.
sent hope two
Oh,
teams
fine,
and
oh, fine.
two teams proceeded to the knockout stages. Today, history will repeat itself as we crush two keys and promote two teams.
It's always a lot of fun to crush keys. Is a big part of what we do here at the Esports World Cup. A part
Did it
of
have a shoulder it up there?
MSC's trajectory, I guess, the
Oh, the-
history here. Now, as you
Ah,
said,
bale,
Rose,
bale,
two
le, mali
teams
ya le, we.
advanced. That was Group A. Our
I thought you do a
focus.
show today, no?
There are
Nah,
two
I
that
go
went
lo,
home, and
but
we're
I
gonna
win it,
continue
most I
doing
win it,
that
bout you now.
today in Group B.
တခါဝေးမပေါက်တာ
Our first
ဆာတာ
matchup is
ဇလန်းဆုံးသွား
elimination. So key to crush. It's the thing I love in the morning. Let's welcome our first competitor to
နှခမ်းဝေးမပေါက်တယ်
the stage, GK Esports.
Okay, stop. Oh.
One man and representative survived to fight another day. Can GK make their own dream come true? A rough ride in day one against Yangon Galacticos gave a big set of
Paji ko yala, Lina ko
lessons
ha.
to learn from. Can they apply them when the
ပတ်ကြည့်သေးရ
pressure
မှာနီးစားအောင်
is
ကွာချန်ပီယံ
on?
ရဖို့ငါလို့မ
Yeah, မနီးစပ်ဘူးအဆင့်3လား4လားမသိဘူး
Part. Being
Ah,
able to
send it, ha.
perform with
Well, we
pleasure,
may
with
be.
pressure, and of course, their
Shut do, ha.
opponent, it is none other than
Well, thought we were in a
Selangor
chicken dinner,
Red
we were saying.
Giants.
ဟာဒါလည်းကောင်းကောင်း
ဟို day 3မှာ shot 3
The
တဲ့
champions of
Day 2မှာ
MSC
shot 2
2024
Day 3မှာ
are
shot 3
shaky waters after
အဲ့ဒီ
losing.
ဒီနေ့ရှောင်းဝိုင်းရတယ်ဖြစ်နိုင်
ဝိုင်း
တယ်
ဒီပတ်ကြည့်တဲ့ချန်ပီယံဖြစ်တာတော့လေသိလားရှိသမျှတရားမင်းတွေအကုန်လုံးဆင်းမတယ်ဆိုတာ
To
အမှန်ပဲ
reclaim what was once theirs.
ဟုတ်ပါ
It's crazy.
Gang,
Our
gang, gang,
already
gang.
champions from 2 years ago.
အဲ့ကောင်တွေ
are
ချန်ပီယံ
standing
ဖြစ်เสีย
here
ဘာကြောင့်မှမရှိတာကွာ
being
မင်းကလည်းအဲ့နောက်ဆုံးနေ
eliminated.
ကြီး
And by whom on the other side, GK,
Eh,
the
le.
plucky
နောက်ဆုံးနေကြီး
man team
သေကို
that's
သေရ
looking
မှာ
to
ကြီး
make a story of their own at MSC.
နောက်ဆုံးနေကြီးသေကိုသေသွားမှာကြီး
မင်းစလိုက်ကြီးကွာပွဲတိုင်းမှောက်တာကွာ sorry နောက်ဆုံးတစ်ပွဲပဲဒါကြံခဲ့ပွဲတိုင်းလုံးမှောက်တာကိုကျန်တဲ့တင်းတွေကအသုံးချ
Please GK my friends you may place your
နောက်ဆုံးတစ်ပွဲမှာနိုင်ဟိုချစ်ကန်နေတာရပြီချန်ပီယံဖြစ်သွား
ချက်ကန်နေတာလည်းမရဘူးနောက်ဆုံးမှသေသွားတာအမှတ်ပြိုင်နေတဲ့အသင်းတွေထက်နောက်ဆုံးမှသေသွားတာ
at MSC 26 and who gets to go home let's break it all down and get ready with our desk
ရှန်နဲ့
မပြင်လားမသိ
ရှန်ဆိုတာကွန်ဖူးပန်တာလေ
Day 3 just wrapped up and we went through our upper bracket and lower
Marco.
bracket matches. True Rippers were sent home by Guangzhou Gaming, but Ignite Gaming had to suffer the same fate. Then in our upper bracket matches, my goats, Team Vitality from Indonesia, sent Falcons PH down to the lower bracket. And we also
Okay.
have the
Going on
boys,
trophy
Vamos
goal,
from Malaysia, pulling up an upset victory
ပေါ်ပြီးတော့
2-0,
မစပိုင်ဒါမင်းတင်
dominating
တော့
Spurs to make it
ကြည့်မှာပေါ့
to
ဟာ
the stage first.
By Sawa with the rapid drive, keeps him at bay. Tempest Blade Seal gets him away. Error.
As the first team yang lepas ke knockout stage, kita orang rasa bersyukur dan juga lega.
Ah,
And
boleh,
at the
aku
same
biar
time,
lah,
kita orang
boleh
rasa
lah.
bangga
Oh, hal yang
sebab
menggelar,
kita
weh. Boleh lah.
terutama yang wakil Malaysia yang
ပြ
lepas
နေ
ke
တော့
knockout
ပြလို့
stage.
ရတယ်ဟုတ်ပြီဟုတ်ပြီ
Down for Team Vitality.
ကျွန်တော်တို့ပြတော့မယ်လို့ထင်နေ
They secure
ဘာလို့ရန်ကုန်ကြီးသွားတော့မှာလဲကွာလေးပဲမော်ဝင်မှာလဲစောက်တော့သားတွေဘူးမှမသိတာကိုယ်တွေပဲသွားကြည့်ရမှာအေးဆေးပဲ
This is the chance that
မြန်မာစာရဲတူက
Vitality to win this.
ဒီမှာသာရန်တို့လည်းတော့သားတွေပါမယ်အဲ့ဒါမှမ
Vitality
သိပါ
winning 2-0 against Team Falcons
ဘူး
Philippines.
စောင်းနေပဲရန်ကုန်သွားကြည့်ကြတော့မှာ
confident that Filipino teams can survive the lower bracket because we are so confident and at the same time we know how to bounce back and we can handle the pressure.
There you have it. Day
4 will continue with another brutal 2 eliminations and 2 promotions to the knockout stage for top 8. We'll find out as Aurora and Onyx, Pro and Yangon also face off for that top 8.
Somebody's key is getting crushed after this one. We start the day with drama. We'll end it as well. As XD7 later on will take on
GK Esports versus SRG တို့ရဲ့
PH. But for now,
Game number
GK
1 ပွဲစဉ်
Esports
ကတော့
or
ကြာခင်မှာပဲ
Selangor
စတင်တော့မှာပဲဖြစ်
Red
ပါတယ်
Giants, their life is on the line.
ဟောပါလေကိုမလေး
See, Randy, me and Brigida, we
ဝေဒေကြီးဒီပွဲကိုဘယ်လိုမြင်လဲဗျ
we're super serious for this
ပြတ်
one
သက်ကြီးရဲ့
because
ကြည့်လို့ရှုလို့မကောင်းတဲ့ပွဲလို့ပဲမြင်ပါတယ်ခင်ဗျာ
Giants,
You want to start
အ
off
စာ
with
ကြီး
the
အနေနဲ့
line.
လွယ်လင်းတစ်ခုပဲအနိုင်ရရှိသွားမယ်လို့ထင်သလား
one of the
စိတ်နဲ့ရှိတဲ့ပွဲကောင်းတစ်ပွဲကိုမြင်တွေ့ရမယ်လို့ထင်
how
သလား
sad I will be if they get eliminated now.
Yeah, I think it's just his way of trying to distract himself
Yeah.
from the reality that
Right.
we're actually
You're a
facing.
distraction.
Oh, sorry, I'm sorry.
I'll
DK
say we didn't get a
Esports
chance to
India
see it,
ဟုတ်တယ်မ
but
လား
these two were shadow boxing during that warm up because they were so excited.
That was our warm up.
I can tell you guys were hyped. You were getting ready for the draft. And I'm hyped too
How
because
about
we
that?
saw
Man,
the
I
meta
shall-
develop over the course of these last 3 days. It's developing still, but these are the moments where you really get to test your ideas. You get to see what they're worth.
Yeah.
Everyone has a plan coming into this, but we get to see which ones are prevailing, and slowly but surely we're putting the puzzle pieces together.
ဒီ
What's
ဘက်က
working.
ကြေးရတယ်ဖွင့်မနေပါနဲ့ငါလည်းဘာမှမဖွင့်ဘူး duration ပဲဖွင့်တယ်လီးတယ်မှာ
I don't know if SRG want to go up against a Balearic again
Yeah.
and again.
အဲ့ဒီကလည်းမဖွင့်ဘူး
This
ဈေး
is
ကလည်းမ
exactly
ဖွင့်
what
ဘူး
happened in their first series.
That's
We
right.
saw that.
Rio
It was very effective
la
against them and their playstyle as a whole. 'Cause
la.
As much as they wanted to split things up, when it came down to a point where you just had to deal with the fights, the Balearic just made things
မ
very
င်္ဂလာ
difficult
စီ
for
မီ
them.
မှဘာလဲဝယ်
I mean, like, that is one of
နောက်
those
ရှိုး
things
ရင်
that's like overlooked because when it comes to like the draft, you really want to pay attention to like the win conditions, right? But
The win
sometimes
conditions,
there's just
right?
way too much win conditions. You can't ban them all, so you gotta ban out these activators, you know?
Well, if you want to pick
wanna
your
do that,
dual
feel like me,
champions and
Goody
win
Toto,
50,000
Goody,
diamonds,
Goody.
you can do
Mari,
that.
Jeff
Pick two
Mari.
champions and one big prize. A grand
Boy,
diamond
ooh,
prize
wow,
of 5
ooh,
winners,
mama.
each getting
Pare,
10,000
kung pare,
diamonds
dodgy.
each. You can get some exclusive skins, and you can scan that QR code with your phone, your tablet, or whatever
Wow,
device you have that has a
ooh,
camera,
you know,
and get
wow,
access to
wow.
it right
For that
away.
dude,
The
the
event is
people
July
about it.
27th.
Jana
It's
kung
currently
win
live
it.
right now, so go check it out.
ဟန်ဒီကလည်းမပါဘူး
I feel like
လို့
this
ဖိုင်
has
ကို
gotten
လို့
more
ရဲ့
difficult.
အဲ့ဒါဒီလောင်းနေရ
Before
မှာ
the
မလို့
tournament
လား
starts, I'm pretty sure a lot of people said, "Oh, Team Liquid."
duration တစ်ခုနဲ့ဟိုပါပဲဒါ favorite တူ
But now they're like, wait, hold on. After like 2
တင်း
days,
တို့စလေးတက်တယ်
this is
လို့
just groups.
အေး
Already,
ဘာလို့
like,
လီအော်လေးတွေ
I
နဲ့
would say the power rankings be damn.
duration 15 minute over
Everyone's
ကလာကတော့
it's
တင်
just
တင်လောက်
scrambled after 2
မင်္ဂလာ
days.
စီ
Yeah,
မော်
I
ပြီးမှာ
mean, you saw the intro.
ဒါပေမဲ့မကြော်ညာဘူးဖြစ်နေလी
Yeah.
လည်းပါ
ပေါ်
ကြော်
မှာ
ညာ
တ
တိုင်း
တရုံလုံးငှားကြည့်
A mini debate over there.
ဟုတ်တယ်
Yeah, what a team is trash.
တရုံလုံးလက်မှတ်ပြည့်ဝယ်လိုက်မယ်ဟုတ်လားမလဲပြီးရင်ကိုရီပဲကြည့်
We're not sure what
You guys agreed, right? Draft.
Wait, what?
Oh no, it's just Brigida.
မိုက်တလုံးယူပြီးစပွိုင်းမြေတရုံလုံးရက်ကွက်ထဲကကလေးတွေသိ
What are you saying?
Wow.
But that was me, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
I was supporting them. But either ways, jump into this draft. The interesting thing, it really is, if you have an identity
Again, no, I
that's
don't-
good,
Koya
at
gang,
the
I
same
don't
time,
know
your
how to-
opponents will know how to counter you.
They don't know
For
how to
Samurai
Koya
Giants,
yabi.
I would say after their first match
ပြီး
against
ဘိုင်ယိုစကို
Pro
တော့ရအောင်စားမယ်
I don't think it's super defined just yet, their
Yeah.
identity, because game 1, 2, and 3, it's different drafts. Even the win condition is different. So I really don't know how they're going to approach this one going up against GK.
It's
Yeah.
interesting. You did mention, go ahead, I don't want to interrupt you there, but I was just thinking Pro Esports and PvP, you'd mentioned that Belleric, and he was so successful against them. What do they take away from that now
Handicap
going into
point,
how
Mavi.
they prioritize this draft?
I mean, I initially wanted to put a bit more
အဲ့ဒါ
focus
ကြီး
on
ဟန်ဒီက
that,
ပဲတီးလိုက်ပါတယ်
but as Lafelle
ရှုံးတော့
mentioned,
လည်းအိပ်
it's
ပါ
a
ပြီ
bit
ဘာ
hard to
ဘာ
narrow
ဘာပေါ်မှာ
down the win conditions and
ကော
what
င်းမေး
you
ကြည့်လိုက်လေ
really
ကိုမ
want to
လေး
focus on when it
ဟိုက
comes to
ပေ့
the
ချူ
draft.
ပေါ်မှာပြလာပြမှာလား
That's on top of the fact that
Yeah,
SRG
man.
themselves
နေပြီးတော့
unlike the other
နေပြီးတော့
teams
စီ
who
နီမာ
tend to just really go
တ
either
ကုံစန္ဒာနှစ်
tanky
တိုင်းရင်း
EXP
လူနဲ့
and they just shuffle everything
I want
else
to-
in the
မှန်လေမှန်လေ
lineup.
ငါတို့ဓကုံးစန္ဒာမှာလေဟို private ဟာမှာသွားကြည့်မယ်
Either tanky or
Spider-Man
Avalanche.
ကောက်
Yeah.
တင်
So you also don't know what kind of approach they want to
Ah,
start with
ah.
the EXP lane, which I think is very crucial.
ဟိုဘာလဲ
in
တော့ကြ
this
ည့်လေ
current
မာဂါ
meta.
ace မှာပဲ
So
private
let's
တော့
see if
ကြ
they
ည့်
get to finally establish it here now that they're
Oh, yeah,
in
you
a
need to
very
have-
dangerous spot.
Oh, yeah,
Expanding
yeah.
River and
Hey,
maybe
become
expanding
so easy, yeah.
conversation of
About
the
this
assassin
movie.
meta. Two characters, two heroes that have made the biggest impact in that, at least from an eye test. It's been Harara and Ling. But they have a very different
Yep.
win rate. Over the course of these last few days, we got some stats in the green room. Harara, 73%
Good pick,
win rate. Ling, 43. And these are two of the Harara Ling assassin users
Okay.
that you might think we might see that
Grab
matchup
stack.
again, Lafel. So that could be a big
Hollywood.
thing on the ban list or not.
Costa
Okay,
Rica
so we're already starting off pretty interesting here. Selangor Red Giants, they are on first pick blue side. GK, second pick red side, and a Harley ban. That's rarely a first phase ban. But just to expand on the conversation of Ling as well as Rara, I'm looking at it, Eudora. Either ban it out or first pick, because at this point it's 100% pick and ban. And every single, I would say most junglers, they're like, yeah, we don't like to go up against her.
Yeah, but I kind of wonder about the Harley ban. What could have been the idea behind this? Is it just a jungle matchup that they're trying to avoid, or is it a different hero that they're planning to put out and would rather not go up against the likes of a Harley?
I see two. One, either they're going for a marksman pick, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you don't want to deal with the Harley. Or,
Eudora ban.
Nice Eudora ban. The other thing, Break, you remember Aurora? Aurora Gaming with Mr. Big Brain Midnight?
Okay.
Yeah, when he used the Harley, he just paired up with both side laners that are like very strong and a jungler that's also very strong in the early game. So maybe Harley is also an activator for a pre-10-minute game kind of draft, you know? So I think Selangor Red Giants right now, get rid of Eudora, so that Guys has free time, get rid of the Harley, so that Innocent has free time.
Tekis
and they
good
just
ke
want
limbe
something
kai
that skills a
mala.
little bit better into the mid. Don't try to, I would say, gamble it in the first stage.
Yeah,
of the
asa
game.
je pro
and
iso bo
GK
show
maybe
wan no.
sense that it could be a setup for a fatty to just have an easier life.
Hold on,
overall,
hold
but
on,
you mentioned
ja,
even
ja,
a
la.
potential marksman that just probably doesn't want to deal
Hello,
with the
hello.
likes of a Harley and a Eudora. What if SRG, as pointed out by Eterna in the interview,
မှန်ကြောင်တို့ဖားလေးတို့ကိုကြီးကြီးတို့ကြားကြသေး
maybe
လား
putting out a marksman like the Melissa later on, because I don't think the Melissa would really want to deal with the likes of a Harley Eudora. But that's the thing, we're not entirely sure just yet. We're just
Jordan
I mean,
Junior.
you know,
Personally, for me, I feel like Melissa fills a hole that is currently there in terms of the draft, which is there's not a lot of siege because look at all the mid so far. The Eudora, the Valentina, they've been mid-range mages, right? They haven't been someone that can really push people away from turrets for you to get the free objectives. And even the Atlas ban. So this really is just saying Selangor Red Giants, they don't want to deal with any crazy instant crowd controls kind of thing.
I think that's smart because we've seen Atlas punish teams quite a bit. I think you also need to even consider leaving Eudora open if the bans don't go that way to make sure that Atlas is banned. Because I think we've started to almost see some things that can deal with it. We brought up the Vexana as well, mid, that was okay against the Eudora. Maybe there are ways to deal with that. I haven't seen a lot of answers for Atlas. But there's the Freya.
one answer is the Belleric, I guess, which is also still open.
Yeah.
But the Ling too. Like, is it time?
I would say Rara.
Rara.
I think Hirara is just a bit better, but to be safe, honestly, I wouldn't mind if SRG just takes the Belleric, because after that, the roamer that's kind of like AoE control is the Minotaur.
Yeah.
The Minotaur is much more manageable, especially if you get the Zushin. If you get the Zushin.
GK have been very unorthodox with the rules. Like they went jawhead.
Oh yeah, that was a jawhead Selena, right?
Yeah, it was a jawhead Selena. So, okay, SRG do love the Hirara. They've been performing better on this hero as well. And the fact that they did take out a couple counters too will make it much easier. But GK, on the other hand, do they lock in the Belleric, which is somewhat a really good pick
It is a very good
SRG
pick.
based on pro and in general as a whole.
One way you could deal with that, my thought is, if you have trouble against Belleric, you prep for that. Teams are going to pick it against you because they've seen, oh, that gives them trouble. But if in these days, SRG have kind of found an answer, LaFell, and I don't know what that answer would be, maybe give that to you, it could be a nice setup because they're like, we know teams are going to bring this out against us, but we'll have the answer now.
Oh, do they consider the Valentina or?
I honestly don't know, because I actually prefer something with a little bit more range to deal with the Zushin, because Zushin, both Zushin as well as Belleric is very good against melee heroes, so I feel like you need just a little bit more range to counter them before they become a problem, right? But we've seen when Stormy picks up a pick like the Pharsa, which theoretically should do good here based on those first two picks. The problem is there's still a lot of junglers as well as EXP laners that can deal with the Pharsa. Like, for example, the Yuzong's still up, so now they pick up an Eve, a much safer long-range hero, and they even pick up the Moskov just in case if GK does want to go for that Ling route. I'm liking SRG's opening draft because this is more honest, but at the same time, it's just very strong heroes.
Yeah, and it feels less like them just willingly handing over some of the picks you would just really expect to be prioritized as power picks, as in contrast to the way that they drafted during the first time that we saw them, wherein they were letting go of picks here and there. And that's a Ling which they also did let go of this time, but it's not like they gave up on it.
Right.
They had the Hirara, which is stats-wise a much better performing jungler here currently in MSC. So now that we're on to the second banning phase, XP lane matchups. This is gonna be crucial. We don't see both XP lanes from both sides just yet.
And everything's open. Esme is open. Paquito is open. It's only just the Freya. So at this point, I feel like for Selangor Red Giants, they're hoping for GK to show their EXP pick on fourth, just so that Cram has a winning matchup, right? Because I feel like that's also something that SRG is trying to do: get winning matchups, secure the first 2 turtles, and then try to expand from there.
Yeah, one winning matchup is a way to win the game. We've seen 2 kind of set them up really well. Gold lane that can push and have an impact, and also an EXP lane where you get off to a good start.
I think the Phoveus is an interesting ban because I feel like they already have the counters for the Phoveus. Personally for me, though. Personally for me. And they themselves could have used it.
We kind of are used to seeing Belleric in the roam, but they have used it in the EXP also.
That's true.
Oh, yeah, true.
But the Phoveus ban, though, being taken out again, yes, probably for the lane, but maybe there's a chance they also consider in an XP lane which doesn't want to really go up against a Phoveus.
And that would be something like a Paquito, I guess.
Paquito and Arlo.
Yeah, they might try to get that. In terms of Arlo, I can see it because they do have the Belleric as well as the Zushin, and now the Barat. So this does seem more like an Arlo pick coming up. SRG, I think they would be okay to just let the Arlo go and try to fight back with either a Paquito or an Esmeralda. Both, I feel like, should be able to do their jobs quite well against GK's lineup. Or I don't know if they want to go for a Lapu. That's like not necessarily great, but that's definitely one of Cram's comfort.
Yeah, even the Arlot or even the Barat's ban really tells you a lot.
Yeah, it screams Arlet for this one.
So Harith is taken out too. I wonder if SRG won't want to consider some of the more recently popping out marksmen or gold laners as well.
By like Melissa
or Claude.
The Brody too. Yeah, there goes the Claude.
Yeah, and expert Rain Day.
Hey guys, I'm learning from the best here.
Oh wait.
Wait, so they show up the Uranus. This means that SRG, they can get an Esmeralda and basically have a nothing lane.
Yeah.
Or again, just pick up the Paquito, win that lane, and then just establish pressure. Because as we saw, if you're going up against a Ling and the Ling does not have a good time getting those farms, it's going to take quite a while for the Ling to really be effective in the game.
Yeah, and honestly, you don't know the roam yet. I mean, I would have considered Hilda, but the fact that the Belleric and the Juicin are just too good with melee heroes maybe might make you think twice about picking up the Hilda. So other roam options for Yums at this point.
I wonder if they want to try healer. You know, something like Matilda. Matilda is open.
Yeah, it could be Funky.
Yeah.
Yuzhong's
Funky.
Yuzhong, what about him?
Oh, Yuzhong.
Oh, Yuzhong is also very good here.
Cram used that. Used that. And into
he lost, but he used that.
He used it.
He used it, you know.
Oh, Hylos.
Oh.
And Paquito. Okay, so a little bit of a different strategy there.
And I feel like the Hylos is just a good combination with the Eve. There's a lot of slows there, making it so that the Link can get away. Everyone else, nuh-uh.
Yeah.
They're just gonna stay there.
And they're gonna be okay with
Oh, unique hero. Okay, what's this Helkert mean? Who wants to talk about it before we throw it stage?
Wait, is this gonna be Helkert gold?
No, it's Rome, right?
I mean,
wait, no. Wait, no, gold. It's gold.
I mean, Belly could go EXP.
It's gold. It's gold, Helkert.
Well, so Helkert bursts, and then he can make the map dark. Burst and then vision deny.
Ooh.
We'll see. We'll see.
I love it.
We rarely see it. It's kind of cool.
Reminds me of my old Xbalanque days back in the game. That's very similar, but this game, there's nothing similar to this feeling of under the bright lights, your life on the line. You're playing for hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of dollars if your journey continues, and one team is going to have that key crushed after this. Let's begin game one, SRG versus GK Esports. Send over your casters, Naisu and Trex.
SRG versus GK Esports, okay, number one.
On the desk. Just a reminder, this is an elimination match between SRG and GK Esports. How we feeling, Naisu?
And you know what? It's
with
an elimination match, man. But that's been the course of things for the past couple weeks for all the journeys that we've made it up to this point. And now to think about a Helkert being placed in the gold lane. If I haven't been vocal enough about how much I love the meta right now, man, this is why. Because we're seeing even this come to play in an elimination match.
this definitely makes things interesting. And I gotta say, the past couple big upsets that we have seen throughout the past few days have been because of picks like this. Now, the Hellcurt in the gold lane, not something you normally see. A little bit of action in the mid though. First blood over to Stormy, Naisu.
Wow, all right. Already burning a couple revitalize there to keep him up. But yeah, I was so surprised that was that early on that you're able to get a kill on Shen. A little bit of a misstep.
Yeah, definitely a misstep. Yaga to this Hellcurt though. Nothing too crazy as far as emblems go across the map. We do the pull together on Quanok. Overall though, I'm excited to see how this plays. Are we going to see the Hellcurt roam around quickly? Doesn't get too much action because of the speed. Once he gets up before as well, might be able to help GK in terms of getting some of these first turtles. He hasn't hit level 4 yet. May be able to get it before this turtle. I'm wondering if SRG is going to want to rush it because they don't want to have to deal with that. Because even when he's on the map, his team can still capitalize from it. So it's something we definitely have to watch out for, especially with the range, with the possible surprise of Shen hitting a Wrath of Dryad, something of that nature. So I'm excited to see how they utilize this pick.
Oh, Eisenberg in the flicker too. Yeah, you're right about that.
What the fuck?
The utility that a Hellcurt can bring just with, you know, darkening the map with his ultimate, that Dark Knight Falls, is great, but still, I think that's the main thing. Can he get out of the lane? Can he join the... fights? It looks like he wants to do exactly that. They're going to force a fight anyway. Beacon over to use Shen, able to flicker out for now. Dark Knight Falls comes through. They collapse on Sakai, so able to pick up one. Turtle still for the taking here. So for this, you got the numbers advantage, and there you go. Yaga's making it work. Gets another.
Yaga. Things already turning around for the side of GK. Looking good. They take a death early on. But we're already seeing the possibility that Sakai's is going to have to be careful going off on his own, even if it looks like he can secure a kill, because at any point, Dark Knight Falls comes down, Yaga pops up, helps gets the kill. He is an assassin. He's still squishy. And that's what I feel like is going to be the target. You add that up with Stormy as well.
Oh, yeah,
we haven't seen Yve work out.
Okay.
Blade's already gonna be used. Yeah, trapped into a real world manipulation though too on the back foot. GK has to disengage. They wanted to go for that. Now multiple members are low, and here comes the follow through. A spear from Innocent will be the find a double. He does it again in the mid lane.
He just never misses. That's the situation with Innocent. And I want to go back to what I was saying with Stormy. That last RWM was huge, but Cram.
Oh, Cram. Okay. You know, this is why the Paquito's so deadly. Couple
Innocent, and I want to go back to what I was saying with Stormy. That last RWM was huge, but Cram.
Oh, Cram. Okay. You know, this is why the Paquito's so deadly. Couple combos.
Ah.